Welcome everybody on YouTube. I'm not gonna
Hey.
introduce us again. It's Julian, but that's about it. you will read the rest in the title. What do you think are going to be the strategies here? Do you think there's like anything special? There's gonna be a lot of greed, snails on one. Do you think there's any special strategy?
I think for Witterson and Adamus, it will just be play a solid game because they are the better players.
Yes.
So just play a solid game, see what they have, see what they are doing, and don't take unnecessary risks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the French team, it will be play a bit more risky, like in terms of starves or high push or
Yes.
whatever. Have a nice strategy and try to hit them when they don't expect.
I would like that as well. While having a look at the openers, there's actually some unconventional ones for Seraphim and SSP. I haven't seen those openers too often so far, so I'm really looking forward to see some nice performances here. Maybe they've done some sandbox again. Maybe we will see some surprises.
Yeah, SSP is also performing pretty well in the ladder. I mean, he's 2.4k, so I assume he's knowing what he's doing.
Yes, and I do love that Adamus is starting a little bit spicy into this one with a consort opener, 5 worker right away after you cleared the first unit. Oh, even getting
RNG.
unlucky. Yes.
RNG.
This is gonna be really thrilling now because he's not able to build the infiltrator, so he has to go for the gargoyle bus, I think. And if now 40 cent is coming, he's gonna be a damn man.
Is he really dead? I don't know. I haven't seen
think
this
so.
versus 40.
Actually, the dragon turtle is going right away on the consort. It should at least, and then it's not looking too good for it. Well,
Yep.
There's no sand coming, so we won't see. But I think it would have actually been a leak which would not be too low. But yeah, let's see. And here's Seraphim.
Well, so.
Yeah, Seraphim going 5 workers with the Zeus, taking the little bit of risk as well to just be a little bit more into the game, which is really risky against a 5 worker opener.
But he had a 20 cent on one. He had the king up.
Yes. Adamus did reroll 3 times. So this had to be
done. Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually nothing special so far. Like 60 cents are quite normal on wave 3, which is not that normal. That all of those 60 cents were within income time, if I'm right.
Adamus only sent the lizard within income.
Yes, exactly.
For the easier send against the 5 worker guy, and Widow is going with the brute against the 4 worker guy. So this is already pretty good for the French team, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think he should be holds all around. I'm not sure about Adamus.
I'm not sure about SSP. I mean, he's not having the full stacks, and oh no, the brute is gonna get sniped now, so he's actually pretty fine.
Should be fine.
Seraphim might leak the lizard, and Adamus is Adamus and Witterson both leaking here. That's actually new.
Interesting.
Yeah, we saw it last game already. Ashton and Pilfer, I think they leaked twice on wave 3. And sometimes this is just the little bit of gold you need to not leak the next time you're getting a send, and then just snowball a little bit better into the mid game than your opponent would.
7 workers on
Seraphim. Absolutely. This is exactly the type of greedy plays I wanted to mention in the pre-game, where Seraphim is going really greedy with some really, really high risk, high reward builds and plays, which either cost them always the game or it did lose it for them.
Yeah, and Wither is building heavily here because Adamus went for 7 workers and is a bit vulnerable on 4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
I do like the play though, Witterson having a really strong setup actually. with Antler a really strong tank in the early waves on top with a Sea Serpent and overall super high DPS unit. You kind of want to have in every of your roles if you can.
Yeah. Okay. The classic send on 3, send on 5,
Yeah,
and then maybe
nothing
resend on 6 or go 7.
exactly. Nothing too special so far. Actually, I see the 7 cents against Adamas. If you're seeing this setup, you will decide for the 7. But I'm pretty sure Adamas is gonna shift and go for the banana bunk. So this is gonna be his play. You won't predict the banana, or well, you could have it in mind, but this is not your first thought with such a build. But he's only getting the 60 cent, which is perfect for Seraphine and SSP because they did not full send. Adamas knows they did not full send, and now it's all about the mind games. Are they going to resend on 6? Can he greed? And whoever's falling for the mind game, either Seraphine SSP running into a banana bunk or Adamas running into a big resend, and the one losing the mind game is gonna lose the wave.
Yeah. Seraphine is holding. Wow.
Wow, what a pro league. I just switched over to his lane and he was perfectly shutting it down. And the Brute on 40
that
HP.
Brute hurts.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It actually does hurt.
Yeah.
Bam, but he's able to clear it with the huge range it has. And I'm pretty sure it was a 7 caller, right? Yes, as I thought. And I hope Adamas reads it. I really do hope so. He can upgrade another consort in the split, which is quite a good thing, I guess. He's not even doing that. He's shifting more. Oh no, he didn't. Yes. Okay, but he's deciding to shift some gold for the banana bunk, and I think this is exactly the right call. But again, Seraphine, 9 workers. He's going crazy.
Yeah, and if you see Adamas setup, you know he's going for a bunk.
Yes.
You know it.
Now you have to send those brutes because there's like either a Millennium or a banana bunk coming. There's more or less no other choice that is coming. So brutes are the perfect send against him, and we see the brutes coming.
It depends. Sometimes I like a cannoneer even more. It depends how on the edge the people play with the bunk tanking.
Yes, and another thing about cannoneer is if you're having some units that are weak to a cannoneer in the backline as well, you kind of prefer it often. But with all those units placed here being not that weak against the cannoneer, you kind of want to do the brute, I guess.
Yeah, and he doesn't get a split for his bunk, so that
that's really hard. But it's gonna only be 2 brutes. With 3 brutes, I would have already called like a huge wave over. But there's actually a really nice play I want to mention. Adamas that choose to only leave the two squares between the banana bunk and the infiltrator, which will make the infiltrator tank a little bit more for the banana bunk, and this is good for his early game now, but not that strong for his late game.
RIP.
My stream is down. My upload. It's broken.
Rip.
But we're still recording, everybody, so it's a little bit laggy for me. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can hear it in Discord as well.
Oh shit.
This is a huge leak from Adamas and Wilderson.
Absolutely. This is gonna be quite a lot of king. And even though they had some king ups, this is not perfect at all.
No, and SSP and Seraphine held. I mean, they only got income sense, but they held, so they can now push really, really hard.
Yes, absolutely.
So this will be really hard to recover for Adamas and Wither.
Absolutely. And the worker leads are still there. They're huge. They're having no Mythium. They can trade now with the next one, and this is gonna be a huge advantage if Seraphine and SSP are just playing it safely.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yes.
The only question is, when do SSP and Seraphine send next? Or do they even send on the same wave?
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Adamas should be weak on 9. He might
He's weak
go.
on 9 and not great
Well,
on 10.
okay. Let's say if he's going for the Orchid, she's actually pretty strong on 9.
Yep.
Orchid into full buff, so he's pretty strong on 9. But we already see it here. The saves are going longer, and it's gonna be probably 10, maybe even 11 with the giant snails.
I'm
really
worried that Seraphine and SSP want to go 11, and I don't know if it's a great play with the Dark Ritual in the game.
That could actually be the losing play.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking right now. Especially because, I mean, Wither is now showing a lot of strength on 10 with his Deep Coiler and Serpents. So this will sort of discourage them from going 10, which I still think is the right call.
Absolutely. And I'm really looking forward to this next send, and if everybody's doing the right play, which would be send now. So everybody should send now, I think. Withers and Adamas do need the income. Seraphine and SSP should not get undercut in their long save.
Why are you sending Feast though? Oh, he's very scared of this wave.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
he went
yes,
Death Cap for 9.
I think actually they already have like misplayed it a little bit, even though SSP looks super safe. Your 2 deep coils are just going to deal immense amounts of damage, and well, Adamas is not having the best setup. He's having low value. Widdowson, well, okay, never mind. I take it back. I didn't see Widdowson's setup. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so Widdowson should clear here. Like, if he's not clearing here, that's a huge problem for them. And actually, those king ups Seraphine did might, and the fiends he sent, might actually be a losing play for them. Like, they had this huge advantage, but with Widdowson able to clear here, please tell him he's clearing. You can't leak this. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, but with the Widdowson, oh, come on. He's holding this, right? Yeah. But with the Widdowson holding here, because the send was not perfect at all, she should have just sent a pack leader, brutes, mimic, anything but fiends, I think.
Yeah.
And only leaking small. Look at this huge leak. So they're getting a little bit more king damage. Actually, a nice play now would be the double Dark Ritual for Adamas Widdowson into the king ups, into the king heals, which is not that life costing for their king, because it's already down to 20%. So that could actually be one of the plays that is looking the best.
Oh, of course. They will go double Dark Ritual. I want to follow up on that send on Wither, because I really, like, Widdowson and Adamas both are greedy players, and you know that Adamas is leaking 10. You know it. And then why don't you go for more king damage, especially when they are already low?
Absolutely. I'm 100% with you.
Okay, we do have LODs on everyone except Widdowson, so giant snails of Seraphine and SSP won't be as good as they might be usually.
And now you have to find this weak point overall in the combination of Widdowson and Adamas to bring this game to an end, because Adamas and Widdowson, they're experienced players, and Seraphine had a long time where he did not play lately. So I think usually in the decision making, Adamas and Widdowson should be ahead, even though they're looking really far behind right now.
Yeah, and Adamas is a god at decision making usually.
Absolutely.
So the longer the game goes, the more scary he grows.
Yes.
Like, even when he doesn't have a game, like the game I played with him in the Steamy Cup against Brad and Busty, where he just got absolutely wrecked on wave 6 and didn't have a game, he still made the right calls and ended up winning narrowly.
This is just so huge. So in a lot of games I see on the solo queue ladder, for example, it happens quite often that a high elo player is falling behind, because these players are going to take the bigger risks usually. But if they're able to have a good good communication with his teammate, and a teammate who is trusting on like the experience this LIHL player has, and especially in decision making. It's often the case that they're still winning games because of this, because just making a call is like 50% of a winning game already.
Yeah. Seraphine and SSP are going for the 13 cents.
Yeah,
I
and
expect, left side to send as well, but I'm not sure.
Is 13 the winning call here though? We're having 2 white mains for Adames and Witterson already, and with that knowledge, they're going into this 13 send, and we see no send from Adames and from Witterson. I think there's white mains, there's orchids on both of them. There's a huge snipe on every ranged unit on Witterson, so you can't send any 4-eye, which would be great against the white men on this wave. I actually think they're able to hold or league small only, and they should be able to survive, but their values are not great and the sends are fairly big.
Yeah, it's fairly big sense, and the king is low HP, but I think Adames is holding this.
But the witch is a huge sense against Adames. It's just a perfect send. Like there's so many buzzes. I'm not 100% sure, and the witch is actually attacking the orchid, which is so bad for him. So Adames is not gonna hold, even you thought so. And I was actually thinking that if either Adames holding here or no one, and it looks actually like no one is holding in this game.
Yeah, this is game.
Seraphine and SSP going for the first win in this matchup, where we both were kind of sure Adames and Witterson are the favorite ones, and
impressive.
Yeah, it was a super strong game, even though I'm a little bit sad about this outcome, because this is putting me under a lot of pressure in my game for the Legion In-House League.
Yeah, I think Adames and Witterson should have just sent on 13 as well. But of course, when you know the enemy is sending, it's way easier. I think they were just expecting a 14 send.